Welcome to JSA TV and JSA Podcast, the newsroom for tech, telecom, and data center professionals. I'm Buffy Harakitis, coming to you from Channel Partners 2022 in glamorous Las Vegas. And joining me today is Deepak Haju. Deepak, welcome to JSA TV.
Thank you. How are you doing?
And Deepak is with One Mind. Can you tell us a little bit more about your company and what you do?
Sure, absolutely. So we are a managed service provider, but we have our own product, which is called, proof of concept as a service. So one of our subsidiaries, Cloud My Lab, focuses on that. And I think we bring a very unique advantage to our industry overall. And I think we are the only kind of a provider who's offering this service.
Why don't you dig a little bit deeper into that service? So you mentioned an acronym that many of our viewers probably have never heard of, and that's POC as a service. So why don't you dig deeper into the proof of concept as a service and how it will help channel partners in today's market?
Absolutely. So think from a case scenario, right? So if you are going in a situation where you have to do test and validation, or you're trying to buy a new solution, think from any Fortune 500's perspective. For example, let's say you're trying to buy a SD-WAN solution, but how do you know which one is right for my business? Whether I should buy Cisco's Viptela or VeloCloud from VMware, or anyone for that matter, and which would be the best pick out for my company, right? Before you spend that $1 million in that solution and have a buyer's remorse, what we do is we simulate your entire network on our cloud, and you can literally test any vendor out there. If we are vendor agnostic, no matter who you want to work with, who you are, we love all the vendors, and we make sure that you're making the right decision. Same thing actually goes for test and validations. Usually, large Fortune 500s have a biggest challenge that before they make a change in their network that could cause them losses of millions and billions of dollars, they can test everything in our environment we build for them, and they can literally take those configs, put it in their production, and get out with it.
Well, thanks, Deepak, for giving us some more information about proof of concept as a service. You heard it right here first on JSA TV, but also tell us a little bit about Cloud My Lab and some of your other solutions and something new that you have coming up, the pike you told us about a little earlier?
Yes. So about Cloud My Lab. Yes, Cloud My Lab is one of our subsidiaries which focuses on lab as a service, again, another acronym, and POC as a service. So we are trying to bring technology to everybody. Imagine, people or companies in other parts of the world who cannot even afford to look at newer technologies. We bring them all in the cloud that they can test, use, feel, and be confident about how to use. About our newer offering, end of 2023, we are coming out with 19 data centers. 4 out of that would be in India. That's a big one for us, since there are not a lot of providers in India. Our public cloud platform would compete against AWS, Azure, DigitalOcean, and so on.
Wow, we're definitely...
One more thing I want to add to that, 1/10 of the price of each one of them.
There you go. Deepak, thank you so much for joining us today on JSA TV. Can you tell viewers where they can go to find out more information?
Absolutely. They can go on to cloudmylab.com and they can find all the information there.
Cloudmylab.com. Thank you again so much, Deepak, for joining us today. And thank you, viewers, for tuning in to another episode of JSA TV from Channel Partners 2022. Happy channel networking.